Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Closing Comments here on June 16th. Let's jump right into these charts and see how we kicked off the week. Starting off here with our cattle market. Cattle market bouncing right back here today. Prices picking back up most of what they lost on Friday. Good support here off this 20-day moving average. Coming into the week, we did expect to see a little bit of follow through selling given that close on Friday. But this market continues to show its strength. Good support here on this rising 20-day moving average once again. Same action we saw about a month ago here on the 15th and 16th of May. Price closing below that 20. Looking weak, but price just snapping right back and continuing this uptrend. If we take a look on our lower time frame, we did see price opening up and grinding right out of that opening range, pushing back up to 216, and 216 just continues to be an important level here. Prior support from last week stepping in and becoming resistance here today. Lots of big concentration of volume here up between 215 and 216, showing a lot of activity up here. Bids above 216 will get any of the shorts that we saw coming into this market from Friday, and anyone holding short positions early this week. Bids above 216 should get them to fold and spark this thing back up to 219. This 216 to 219 range that we traded in last week for a few days. If we get bids above 216, we should see price just cut right back across that range, backfill up to that 219 area. It's not going to be perfect, but should head back up to that 218.50 to 219 zone at the top end of that range. Good looking start to the week here so far for the bulls in this live cattle market. We should see a continued upside as long as we get those bids above 216 tomorrow. Any sort of dips here down to 215 at this value area should be supported all the way down to 214 even at our bull pivot. Look for continued upside going into tomorrow's action and this cattle market kicking right back into this uptrend. Over to the feeders now. Nice snapback rally here as well. Price opening up higher and pushing above Friday's high. Getting a nice strong close here. Getting this feeder cattle market right back on board. Headed back towards the most recent highs. We should expect to see follow through buying activity coming into tomorrow. Looking like the bulls are wasting no time getting this market rallying back. Look for that upside to continue across the cattle market going into tomorrow. Over the corn market now, price really rejecting off of that 20-day moving average, trapping people above 445 once again, cutting all the way back across this range, kind of as we anticipated. A little bit of continued choppy action here across this 10 to 12 cent range we've been trading in for a couple weeks now. That downside did have a nice close near the lows today, but it was above our 434 bear pivot for the week. Any offers below 434 and our prior day's low should get this market rolling lower, but this market continues to be choppy here around 440, so I wouldn't be surprised to see this thing push back across this range and continue trading sideways. December contract also losing some ground, getting rejected off of those declining moving averages here. We are seeing lower highs over the past few weeks and continued pressure coming down on this 434 level on this December contract. Offers below 434 here as well should get this market rolling, but like I said on that July contract, this corn market's just been pretty choppy and pretty happy hanging around this 440 mark, so we could continue to see that. Just got to wait and see how that momentum plays out tomorrow. Crude oil market continues to see some volatility given the events from last week. Price settling back strong today, opening up higher on the Sunday night open, and price pushing all the way down, closing at our bear pivot at 71.50. We are rolling over into that August contract here, so we are seeing this lower open given the August contract and the July contract that we got out of today. Look for continued volatility here. If we are seeing offers below 71.50, I would expect to see a pullback here. This market is in uptrend territory, but given this climax top we saw from last week's breakout, wouldn't be surprised to see this thing sell off here, as any late bulls here, any late longs are going to be punished for getting on board a little too late, and we could see a little bit more downside, price pushing back down here into the mid-60s. Equity markets had a nice rally here, snapping back and reversing all of Friday's losses as well. Good strong day here in the equity markets. Nasdaq and the S&P being the strongest. The Dow getting back up near that 43,000 mark. Look for any breakouts above 43 to really get the ball rolling higher on the S&P. and keep those tech stocks up here near all-time highs. Look for a continued upside in the equity markets. Stock market looks strong and continues to show good signs of accumulation. This market's healthy, and stay long and strong. That's all we got for today. Everyone have a good night.